Just made my commute into the city for Dreamforce day 3, and yes, I'm staying about like a 2-hour commute outside of the city, actually with my grandparents, because the rates to stay in the city are just outrageous. So if you come to Dreamforce, plan for that. You know, if you want to stay in the city, be willing to fork over some serious cash to do so, or be willing to travel into the city and pay less. Just for reference, my friends, I have a couple friends that are out also at the conference, and they're paying $1,300 a night to stay in the city. So, you know, pretty crazy, right? So I'm saving some cash, staying with my grandparents, and making the commute into the city on the train. It's really not too bad, but yeah, it's about 2 hours, like I said. So here we go, Dreamforce day 3. Obviously this is my 3rd day, and obviously it's not a cheap conference to come to, but I really do think that it provides some great value to anyone that works within the Salesforce, industry, or has a role being a, Salesforce admin, developer, architect, anything like that, because they structure the conference to where a lot of the time that you spend here is spent learning things that you can take home with you and implement into your everyday, job. So for me, I am a developer and a admin currently, and so a lot of the things that I've been attending or learning have been on how I can become a better admin, how I can implement better strategies within my org to make users' lives easier, or automate things to make, everything run faster, smoother. And so it's just been really great for me to learn all these new things that I can take back with me. And when you compare this to other conferences, I have to say that they do a really good job of actually providing value for what you're, paying for. A lot of other conferences, you go and it's just a bunch of vendors trying to sell you things, and you don't learn anything, and you spend a whole bunch of money for not much in return. But I would say that Dreamforce does a very, very great job of actually providing value and, getting a good return on all the money you're spending to come to this conference. Alright, so I'm sitting down doing a little bit of actual work before I start the day, but it's going to be another full-packed day of sessions. I start at 10, my first session is at 10, and goes all the way till like 6 o'clock at night. So yeah, it's going to be another great day of learning great things that I can take back with me, like I mentioned. So I'm excited to see, what the conference has to offer today. So right now, it's about 9:30, and at 10:30, Barack Obama and Mark Benioff are giving a keynote speech. So obviously some pretty high talent, pretty famous people speaking here at Dreamforce. And yesterday I went and saw Steph Curry speak with his wife about his nonprofit and how they utilize Salesforce to help run their nonprofit and all that. And the crowd was just insane. We waited in line for an hour, and I luckily had reserved a seat for that speech, so I didn't have to wait like everyone else did. But there was probably 2,000 people waiting in line, and I can only imagine what that line's like for freaking watching Barack Obama and Mark Benioff give a speech. So I'm not even going to try to mess with that. I'm just going to go to other sessions, try to learn things, and I can also watch that speech on my computer. So not going to get in those lines, not going to worry about it. But it's pretty awesome that he's here. Pretty awesome that Dreamforce is able to pull out these kind of people to give speeches here at Dreamforce. So one other thing to talk about here at Dreamforce is they released a app called the Salesforce Events app that allows you to sign up for events throughout the week and track your schedule of where those events are, because this conference is massive, right? It's in 6 different buildings throughout the city, and so it lets you know where to go. It shows you on the map exactly how to get there. It lets you know what time it's at. It lets you know if you're actually enrolled, because the the classes like sell out. There's so many people here, right, that the classes get booked and then you don't have a seat. So it's a really great app that lets you kind of plan your whole week and pick all the things that you want to go listen to or learn about based on, like I said, your role within Salesforce. So this app has been great for me because this is my first time in San Francisco and I would have no idea where the heck to go without this app. So thank you, Salesforce, for making the Dreamforce Salesforce events app. It's been really great. Alright, here we go. First session of the day. Front and center, baby. I'm sitting front row. Alrighty guys, so just got done going to 2-hour-long sessions. Now it's lunchtime, so every day at Dreamforce they provide free lunch to anyone that wants it, anyone that paid to come to the conference, and it's always some good quality food. So I'm gonna go down and get some lunch and then go to more sessions. On a little bit of a no meat kick, so Salesforce, Dreamforce, whatever you want to call it, has great vegan options as well for anyone that is out there watching this and like, oh well, they're not going to have no meat options. They do. So I'm gonna eat this up and I'm gonna go to all the rest of the sessions for the day. And yeah. Alrighty guys, so I've been going to sessions all day long. I have one more left and it's at 5 o'clock and it's a keynote for administrators, which I am one, so it'll be good to go listen to that. And then the day's over. So obviously, as you guys can see, Dreamforce is freaking crazy. Like, there's so many people. I think they say they bring in 150,000 people to this conference. And I could be wrong, but I've heard that this is the biggest conference in San Francisco throughout the whole year. So obviously, it's pretty crazy. And navigating, all the people and going to and from all the buildings is pretty nuts, pretty tiring. But it's been an awesome experience. Dreamforce in itself is an awesome experience. So if you ever have the opportunity to come and, like I said, you work within Salesforce, I highly recommend it. You will not regret it, and you will learn a ton of valuable things that you can take home with you and implement in your everyday work life. So, Dreamforce 2019 is coming to a wrap. That's it. That's all I got. Chris Webster, over and out.